For a shipping company who really understands today's economy, you want one that's helped customers through 20 recessions, has over 400,000 employees worldwide, over 100 years experience, and was just ranked most reliable. Well, that would be UPS. Because this economy is showing us something. It's time to rely on the experience of UPS. Looks like somebody has a lot of empty boxes.
Now more than ever, see what Brown can do for you.
I drove my first car from my parents' home in the north of England to my new job at the refinery in the south. I'll never forget, it used 1 tank of petrol, and I had to refill it twice with oil. A new car in 1970 had 95% higher emissions than today. ExxonMobil is working to improve cars. Liners of tires, plastics which are lighter, and advanced hydrogen technologies that could increase fuel efficiency by up to 80%.
I'm LaShawn, and I'm a jewelry designer. I had an asthma attack. I was in the hospital for 6 days. The bill was huge. Where am I going to come up with $17,000? I could not afford it. I could not.
If you're struggling to make payments, your credit card companies are here to help.
I contacted the credit card company, and they tailored my payment plan to my needs.
We've come together to let consumers know how we can help. Call us.
I think they saved my financial life.
More often than not, companies that choose a great place to do business do great things.
Forcing Results helps companies measure and manage the customer satisfaction on their websites. Michigan is a great location, and the high-tech talent here is amazing. The Michigan Economic Development Corporation has contributed to our success, and our volume is nearly double what it was a year ago. We love it here in Ann Arbor, Michigan.
This is where you need to be. Visit MichiganAdvantage.org today and find out how we can give your business the upper hand.
Because we can't reinvent traffic. We reinvented how the driver navigates around it. With advanced XM real-time traffic and predictive weather, suddenly, the world's not so complex. The all-new 2010 Lexus RX. At your Lexus dealer.
Because of one word, imagination and reality have merged. Because of one word, a new generation, a 5th generation of fighter aircraft has been born. Because of one word, America's air dominance for the next 40 years is assured. That one word is how.
Strategy Session, brought to you by Lockheed Martin. We never forget who we're working for.
Get right to our strategy session. Joining us, our CNN political contributor, Donna Brazil, the Democratic strategist, and Frank Donatelli, chairman of GoPath. Used to work over the RNC as well, guys. Thanks very much for coming in. What do you make of this effort by Congressman Darrell Issa of California, Republican, for more transparency on the policy issues related to the First Lady of the United States? Because some are already saying, you know, whoa, why is he doing this now? Simply because there's a Democratic First Lady.
It's been 16 years since we've seen a First Lady in the case of Michelle Obama take on such a public and visible role, but I think his amendment would have overturned the 1993 ruling that essentially during the Clinton years where they said that the First Lady did have the right to privacy. I think that Mr. Issa was trying to get at transparency, but as some of the Democratic members reminded him that Michelle Obama is a very visible, a very prominent First Lady, and there's nothing that she's doing that is not transparent.
What do you think, Frank?
Well, I think that we've been a little disappointed thus far with the administration's commitment to transparency. The president talked a lot about it during the campaign, but when it came time to write the stimulus bill, for example, Republicans didn't even get to see it until they had to vote on it. That being said, I hope we can agree that, generally speaking, family members of the president should be off.
Because the argument, as you know, and there's a new set of rules Congressman Darrell Issa says that should be used involving Michelle Obama as opposed to, for example, our Mrs. Bush.
Right. Well, what I was going to say is the one exception to non-involvement in the presidential family would be is if they play an active policy role. And of course, we remember all these years ago when Mrs. Clinton, when she was the First Lady, not only was running the health care policy in the United States, but was doing it in secret. So we do have to be concerned about that. But I think, you know, the larger issue is transparency.
All right, and there's nothing wrong with transparency, right?
Oh, this is a first lady that we see in her garden clothes, and we also see in wonderful dresses, so I think she's very transparent.
All right, speaking of transparent, let's make the shift to Britney Spears. Wow. Strategy session, we're talking about Britney Spears. You remember, she's a singer. A lot of us like Britney Spears. She was performing the other night here in Washington, D.C. over at the Verizon Center. And you know what? The number 2 Republican in the House of Representatives, Eric Cantor of Virginia, he made a decision that night. First, before we get to his little exchange he had with Dana Bash explaining his decision, let's play a little sound. Just to remind our viewers about Britney Spears. That's talent right there. Talent on display. All right, now here's the decision that he made. Eric Cantor was to go to the Verizon Center, see the Britney Spears concert, as opposed to watching the president's primetime news conference. Here's the explanation he offered down.
It was quite a show. You know, I handed to the performer. She was something. I mean, look, you know, the fact that that makes news in this town, I think, does sort of speak to you know, the 24/7 news cycle. I mean, come on, you know, we you know, applaud the talent that is here in this country, and a lot of people, you know, sort of.
Real quick, why did you go to Britney?
I had a political event there, and you know, it was simply because it was there to try and help the team, and this is why I was there. So.
But you enjoyed it.
So, well, look, I think my daughter would have probably enjoyed it a lot more. And she was really mad I didn't take her, but she had school that day and the next, and I wasn't going to bring her up here to miss it.
All right, you think that's going to cause him any grief? The political event, there was a Truckers Association down at Fox over there. He was invited, so he went, raising some money for his PAC.
Well, any congressman that fundraises through a Britney Spears concert really wants to get back into the majority, I think. He said that he then taped the press conference and then watched it, and then was doing another rival network show the next morning, so he had a chance to do both. I know you get invited to these things all the time, whether it's a concert or a basketball game or a hockey game. Politicians are fundraising all the time.
You know, you can always TiVo the presidential news conference on television. You can't TiVo Britney.
Look, she's a Louisianian, so I'm not going to comment on her. But, you know, Frank mentioned that the Republicans didn't get a chance to read the stimulus. That's one reason why. They're too busy focusing on the trivial and not the substance. And maybe we should put away Britney and other celebrities and focus on the substance. And maybe that we can solve our bipartisan problem.
I'm with you on that, Don. We focus on substance a lot. It's good to have a diversion once in a while.
A good friend of mine, his 18-year-old daughter was at the concert with some of her friends, and he thoroughly enjoyed it.
Well, you know, if he has more rhythm now, I'm sure that President Obama will like that.
His status went up.
He's our youngest and hippest Republican.
Obviously. He's got musical taste. Thanks very much. President Obama suspects some of the participants in his online town meeting today were smoking something. Stand by for that. Plus, just released video of an NFL player trying to persuade a police officer to let him see his dying mother-in-law. And floods of the century on the front lines in the battle to keep one city from simply being swallowed up by water.
CNN Sunday. While America's economy suffers, Brazil says theirs will grow. Fareed Zakaria goes one-on-one with Brazil's president in a rare U.S. interview to find out the secrets to their success. Fareed Zakaria, GPS, CNN Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern.
Closed captioning hours provided by Vonage. For a better way to phone, call 877 for Vonage.
How crazy is your phone bill? Cut your costs with Vonage and get the first 3 months at $9.95 a month. Sign up at 877-4Vonage or Vonage.com.
We need to send an expert, a walking, talking, know-it-all.
Expert, a guru. How about Wu? Wu will do.
Where's you?
First stop, Peru.
Then send Wu to Kathmandu. What's next?
Timbuktu.
In area code 212. So Timbuktu, Kathmandu, Peru, and 212?
Oh, my half best.
Not a problem.
Need an expert? Push a button. That's the human network effect. Learn more at cisco.com/newways.
Some prescription drugs may lead to constipation. Fortunately, there's Senecot S tablets. Senecot S for occasional constipation associated with certain medications. Find the relief that's right for you and get a $5 rebate at getconstipationrelief.com.
When you drive a Chrysler Jeep or Dodge vehicle, you're not just getting behind the wheel, you're getting behind an American car company. So it's our responsibility to deliver the best vehicles on and off the road. Our quality and reliability are the best in company history. We've improved fuel economy on 73% of our vehicles over last year and offer a best-in-the-business lifetime powertrain warranty. And now everyone gets our employee price, plus generous cash allowances on most models, plus 0% financing for well-qualified buyers. Hurry in. Employee pricing plus ends March 31st.
Naturals from Purina Cow Chow with whole grains, real chicken and salmon, and the goodness of leafy greens. You live well, you eat right. Help your cat do the same. Naturals from Purina Cow Chow. Regions strength and stability give you more peace of mind. MetLife Green Checking and Savings give you more green. Watch your savings grow as you get more green with a bonus of up to $250 on savings accounts. And be more green with free e-services that use less paper and make banking simple. Sign up today and you'll also get a free reusable grocery tote bag. Life Green Checking and Savings from Regions. It's time to expect more strength, more stability, and more green.
Check in with Jack Cafferty for the Cafferty Call. Jack.
SBO's going to be on Larry King tonight.
Jack Cafferty.
I am.
You know, because of the new book.
And it's all about these presidential issues.
Good.
This out is Sarah Palin, still relevant to the national dialogue. Bill in Michigan, I never considered her to have much depth, interest, or actual grasp of the important issues at hand, but she does know how to rally up the conservative segment of the Republican Party. And as long as she can rabble-rouse and fundraise, she will have relevance, which is really kind of sad when you think about it. Susan in Wisconsin writes, to backwater people and certain members of the media, she is still relevant because she's not a threat to their intellect. Dan in Ohio says, why should Governor Palin complain when a mirror is put up by the media and reveals a shallow, self-absorbed hypocrite? Whose fault is that? She's symptomatic of the problems with the GOP. Deviate from either talking points or platitudes, and they're lost. As Tina Fey remarked in the epic parody on Saturday Night Live, you tell me what a maverick wants, and that's what I want. H in Seattle, given she's the subject of at least one of your questions every time she opens her mouth, it must mean she's still relevant to the national dialogue. Chris in Philadelphia, let's rephrase the question. You want Caribou Barbie running the free world? No. She had her moment. It passed. She should get the hint. Pat writes from Butte, Montana. Oh, please, Jack. Why would you, of all people, bring up Sarah Palin? It's long past due for the media and everyone else to stop reporting on her. She tried, and it didn't work. We all know it. She doesn't. And the only way to get the message across is to not shine the spotlight on her. Francesca weighs in with, are Valley Girls still totally relevant? Totally not. And Diana in Santa Cruz, California. Palin is as relevant as Octomom. If you didn't see your email here, you can go to my blog. You don't have a blog. I do. Go to my blog, cnn.com/CaffertyFile. Look for yours there among hundreds of others.
We'll look for you on Larry King Live tonight, Jack. Thank you. And to our viewers, you're in the Situation Room happening now. A desperate, around-the-clock effort to save a city of 92,000 people from a record-breaking flood. The residents of Fargo, North Dakota, fighting back against the river, threatening to inundate them within hours. We're following the breaking news. Also, a Mexican vacation turns into a horror story. The California family recalls the nightmare they endured at the hands of gunmen and the moment they were certain they were going to die. Plus, the actor Tom Selleck, the former Magnum PI, he's here in Washington on a special assignment. He talks to us about President Obama and his Republican critics, a lot more. I'm Wolf Blitzer. You're in the Situation Room.
This is CNN.
Do have responsibility for what's happening in Mexico. It is drug demand in the United States, which drives the drugs north across our border.
So is the drug business here in the U.S. responsible for what's happening in Mexico? And if so, does anyone